All right. Welcome, everyone, to another edition of Dad's Turn to Talk. I am your moderator for this evening. I am Josh, and I want to remind all of you that to hit that subscribe button and to hit that like button as well. And we also timestamp the show, so if you want to get to a certain topic, feel free to go ahead. I am joined tonight by my two buddies. Let's get started with Bobo. How are you tonight?
Doing really good. I thought last week was a great week.
I prayed for this and it happened.
But yeah, it was a good week. But yeah, looking forward to having some fun. How you doing tonight, Josh?
I'm doing good. Getting through the week. Been a crazy week. I'll just say that. Derrico, how are you, my man? Mr. Skinny Derrico. Good Lord.
Think of that one on your own, huh?
Yeah.
Just really moving ahead in life. All right, with this whole moderating thing. I'm fine, Josh.
I'm glad. Okay, we'll just get going since you don't want to talk, okay? Good Lord. All right, so tonight we have a very fun episode planned, so let's go ahead and get to our first topic, Bobo. All right, very good. So let's get going with our news. So as you know, Batman, the Batman Part 2, we kind of got some updates from it. Bob, do you have an article for it?
Of course, I got an article. We're talking about the news here. So yeah, let me go ahead and pull it up real quick. All right. Well, I actually got a couple different articles because there was a few things that they mentioned about the Batman, and some of this had to or happened while Matt Reeves was on the red carpet there at the Emmys.
Okay.
So first off is this article here from Men's Journal, and it's talking about Robert Pattinson's opinion of the Batman Part 2 script in that he's actually read it. And so we have a good idea as to what he thought about it. How does can you guys see it over there? The article? Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So it says Robert Pattinson's first reaction to the Batman Part 2 script gives fans the latest response to Matt Reeves' highly anticipated sequel. Robert Pattinson's thoughts on the script for the highly anticipated Matt Reeves directed The Batman Part 2 have surfaced. Bruce Wayne himself apparently thinks highly of the upcoming sequel, an opinion that was passed along by none other than Reeves, who echoed Pattinson's feelings of the script and movie as a whole. So Matt Reeves was on the red carpet. He gave some updates about the Batman Part 2, and we'll actually go into some of the other things that he said. Let me see what else. It says here, when Reeves and co-writer Mattson Tomlin finished the script for the Batman Part 2, it led to plenty of rumored internal praise. While it's not surprising that Reeves is a fan of the script, he revealed that his high expectations for the movie are aligned with Pattinson, as both believe it will be better than the original.
Wow.
He said, I really do think that this movie will be better than the last. Robert Pattinson feels that way. We're very excited about it. Apparently, he had like a FaceTime call with Matt Reeves as soon as he finished reading the script. So another interesting tidbit, Kristen Milioti won the Emmy. She got her first Emmy for her role in The Penguin as Sophia.
Well deserved.
Well deserved. Too bad Colin Farrell didn't get it, but he did get the Golden Globe, right?
Yes, I think he did get the Golden Globe. Yeah. So he got some.
A lot of fans were wondering if Sophia was going to actually be in the Batman Part 2. But according to this article over on The Wrap, and again, this was stated by Matt Reeves on the red carpet, he says Kristen Milioti won't be in the Batman Part 2, but we will see. I mean, I think she's incredible. You scroll down a little bit.
I think that's
his reasons why that she's not going to be in it. He says, Kristen is not in this one, Reeves said, but that's because we were so deep into the script by the time we were in the show. So, but we'll see. I mean, I think she's incredible. What she did in the show is just astonishing. And what Lauren LaFranc did in creating that character, I mean, creating this version of the character is so special. He added, so it'd be really exciting to do something with her, but she's not in this one, in full disclosure, just because we were so far along in the story that it was like, oh, gee, we could. It might upset the apple cart, let's say, given where the story goes and what we were exploring. So essentially, she's not going to be in it because supposedly they were so far along in the script writing process, which we all know is obviously the truth because that script took forever to come out. So just a couple of things that we do know about the Batman Part 2, because obviously they're not sharing any story details. And this is from a tweet that was put out by Culture Crave, where they kind of put together some of the details that Matt Reeves talked about. Filming starts around April 2026. Bruce Wayne is finding it very hard to be Batman. We don't know entirely what that means. The story takes Batman in a direction never done before in this way. It's going to be another murder mystery, digging deeper into corruption. We know that the Penguin appears in 5 to 6 scenes. The composer from the last film does return to score the sequel. We already talked about Kristen Miliotti's not in this, and that he and Robert Pattinson both believe that this will be better than the first film. So those are just some of the tidbits and updates that we got on the Batman Part 2.
Okay. I think the whole Sophia thing is a smokescreen. And I'm sorry, the guy's been working on the script forever and has gone back and forth. It's ridiculous. Oh, we couldn't get her in? Of course you could. I think they're in it. What do you think, Derek?
Because of the history of this movie, like when I heard that, I'm like, all right, that's not really surprising. But it would have been great. I mean, did he say for sure she's not going to be in it?
I mean, maybe they could throw her in with a cameo or something like that, you know, there at Arkham Asylum, because remember, she ended up back at Arkham.
She's back at Arkham.
Right, correct.
I think that she ties into this movie somehow.
I agree.
I don't think they're. You're right, Bob. It probably does become like a cameo, which would then hopefully maybe tie into the Batman Part 3,
which will take place in the year 2050. So can't wait for that.
Which then it could be Batman Beyond.
Exactly. So now Terry can be in it.
There we
That'll
go.
Be great.
And Pattinson can still play Bruce Wayne.
Exactly. He'll just be in the cave. That's the only difference.
Yeah.
I failed to see the problem here, Josh.
I wonder who would make a good Terry
comment.
like a good Batman Beyond. I wonder who would make a good one of those. Anyway.
You saw that fan film, that Batman Beyond fan film.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah, you shared that with us, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. It was good.
It was good. It was really well done. I think you could do Batman Beyond, but that's for a different time.
Yeah.
So, yeah, nothing's really surprising. It's not, a lot of information that we already, that we weren't really we were already privy to most of this stuff. I think that's. I hope that Kristen is in it because I became a very, very big fan of her just from the Penguin. I'm talking about her like I know her. Speaking of her.
She was awesome. The character of Sophia was a very well-written character. Yeah. I loved what they did with her. She was a great antagonist, and antagonist is kind of a loose term because
I know
the protagonist of the series is an antagonist.
Is the Penguin, who also did a fantastic job. Add him in there. I mean, if you can't add him in there, it's only going to help. I'll say that. And I love the notion that Robert Pattinson, well, not Robert Pattinson, but Batman, is having a hard time being Batman. Well, I'll give you an answer as to how to solve that. Lean into dear old Bruce Wayne. Take that Bentley out. Get some girls on your shoulder. You're good after that.
Well, that's what Bob was hoping for this one, that we'll get the more traditional Bruce Wayne in this one.
Hopefully.
Here's what I'm thinking, and this is just kind of what I've read from other people's thoughts as to what they mean by that the film's going to dig deeper into corruption. That I heard somebody speculate that it could be that they're digging deeper into corruption as far as into Wayne Enterprises. And remember, they mentioned in the last film about that program that his father was running. I forget the name of it or whatnot, but it was a program that he was running that set up all like the orphanages and all of that stuff. And shoot, I can't remember what the name of it was, but the Riddler was pointing out that there were problems with that. Well, what if they're looking into dealings that Wayne Enterprise was doing, and the fact that Bruce has been a recluse all this time and not really there in public? So maybe that's why he's finding it hard to be Batman, because he's having to spend more time being Bruce Wayne.
Oh, the distinction, the battle with that.
Yeah, he's having to spend more time being Bruce Wayne to get eyes off of Wayne Enterprises and off of what he's doing.
Maybe. That's entirely possible. I mean, that's the beauty of the Batman story, is that Wayne, the name Wayne is a very, very powerful name in Gotham, and it is both good and bad. Hopefully more good, but there has been bad with it. So there is beauty in that, in terms of what can be thrown up and introduced as a conflict.
They could explore the Court of Owls. I don't know if they will or not. Because wasn't there a lot of conflict with the Waynes and the whole Court of Owls, or no?
I mean, maybe.
I don't know.
I don't think anybody knows really truly what we're in for with this one yet.
Yeah, I don't know, because I've heard, from day one, they keep saying that it's Mr. Freeze is the villain.
Well, that was a lot of rumor, but nothing's ever been
been confirmed, right?
No,
so they can go any direction they want.
Right. I have no idea what they're doing. I mean, maybe we get something with Clayface when it comes out, and maybe that'll lead into.
Well, Clayface though is in the
it's
DC
in the other
universe. One. It's not in the Batman universe.
Yeah, that's right.
Scarecrow. They've already done
it. They did Scarecrow. It was done very well. I can't see him doing Scarecrow.
Well, they brought the Joker back, but they always bring the Joker.
I know, but the Joker's his arch enemy. I mean, it really.
Okay, it was the renewal program that
program.
Yeah, that Thomas Wayne had set up, and it was supposed to be like a thing that was supposed to help. It was like a charity to help rebuild and strengthen financially certain institutions and stuff, and that helped fund the orphanage. But remember, there were problems with that, and it didn't get funding that it was supposed to be or supposed to get. And the Riddler blamed Thomas Wayne, and that was the whole point why he tried to kill Bruce, because it was supposed to be the sins of the father, and that's when Alfred became collateral damage.
Right. All right.
So that could be something that why Bruce is finding it difficult to be Batman. It's just that he's having to spend more time being Bruce Wayne. Then again, it could be a mental thing. So I mean,
I hope that relationship between him and Alfred is better in this one.
It wasn't bad in the first one.
Yeah,
it was okay.
What did you think? It wasn't as strong enough?
Yeah, I mean, remember when he was in the hospital and he was, he was grieving him, but he was also angry with him.
Well, because he thought that he had lied to him.
Yeah,
right.
About his father.
I don't know. We'll just see what this one brings. I'm curious. I'm very curious.
I'm a big Andy Serkis fan, man.
I think he did great. I thought he did great with being Alfred.
Yeah. So
maybe it was really good.
Maybe there's. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just saying that there could be a lot of fun stuff. Just like the big part of the story could just be the internal conflict, and maybe it's Bruce Wayne as a whole with trying to move on from being Bruce Wayne, like the man himself, moving on from his family, taking care of the damage that the Wayne name has managed to collect.
Right.
He's going to be Batman on top of that.
I mean, I think of the three of us here, the one who really probably appreciated the Batman was Bob, because he's always told me for years I want to see Batman as a detective because that's who he is. And Matt Reeves did a good job with it, don't you think, Bob?
Yeah, I really liked the Batman. The weakest part of the film was the third act.
Right.
Like the first 2/3 I thought were mwah. The
Right.
the last third, yeah, okay, it was fine.
Right.
And that took it from being a great movie to a good movie for me. I thought it was a good movie. I really liked it, and I'm looking forward to the next part. And I think the Penguin actually elevates the Batman because the
Right.
Penguin was just so good.
It was.
It elevates that whole universe that could be started here, and I hope they keep going with it because that James Gunn universe, I don't know about that just yet.
Yeah,
Can't wait for
yeah.
Friday
Yeah.
night,
So
baby.
far not,
Superman.
What is that, Josh?
I can't wait for Friday night. Gonna be
Yeah,
watching
you have a ball with that.
Superman.
Anyway, all right. So let's move on to something that's actually worthwhile. This universe, unfortunately, is going to be short-lived because we know that James Gunn. This is the other point I wanted to bring up. James Gunn's going to have to get his hands on this at some point. Now, I don't know what that's going to look like. We've already seen what he's done with Superman. Is he going to make Batman jokey too?
God, I hope not. Here's the good thing is that this universe is not supposed to be involved at all with the DC universe.
No, it is not. That's true.
So,
Yeah.
but I don't think he wants to have two Batman running around. I think the fact that the Penguin was such a hit
Yeah.
kind of put them into a position where they have to do the Batman Part 2. I think
Right.
if the Penguin hadn't been a hit, I don't think they would have done the Batman Part 2. I think it would have just kind of ridden off into the sunset without us even realizing it. But because it did so well, they're stuck having to do it. And I don't think James Gunn wants two Batmen. I mean, look, he canceled or he made sure that Superman and Lois got the
Canned.
the can because they didn't want two Supermen.
I mean, two Batman running around would be pretty muddy water. It wouldn't be great.
What would be difficult to do? I don't know how you would.
It's not
Oh, you
difficult to
could
do.
do
It's that
Yeah.
fans, which one are you going to watch?
Now you
Like
have
they're going to have
pick
loyalty
sides
to one.
and based off then you're going to have a battle within something that DC's not going to want to battle with. So James Gunn is probably right to just leave this alone until he can get his hands on it fully, because this is what James Gunn has working for him as his advantage.
Right.
He doesn't necessarily need Batman right now. He's got Wonder
Yeah.
Woman, he's got Aquaman, he's got plenty of the Lanterns, he's
Right.
got a lot of other stuff he could work with. So just don't touch that one right now. Get your act together, figure yourself out, and make sure you hit that one right.
Yeah.
Unless
I
Matt
agree.
Reeves keeps
Is
cooking.
James Gunn expected to direct every single thing that's happening in
No,
DC?
I don't think he's supposed to.
No.
He's not directing Supergirl. He's not
Okay.
doing Lanterns. But I mean, he's kind of like the Kevin Feige,
Hmm.
except though that he is directing Superman. Oh, God.
What about Peacemaker, Bob? How's that? Or you haven't gotten back into that, right?
After the whole party scene,
He says something that was very.
I just haven't picked it
Hey,
back
I will
up.
say
but
this,
in
and I'm not-
all fairness, I talked to Blaine, and he told me that it's been pretty good, minus that one scene. So I'll probably still go and check it out. But I'm still trying to finish some other stuff because I got 2 episodes left to finish of Wednesday. I just finished Dexter. I'm watching the Terminal List Dark Wolf, and I got 1 episode left on that. That's
Oh.
awesome.
Okay.
Tulsa King starts this Sunday. So Peacemaker, after Superman left the bad taste in my mouth, is kind of lower on the list. Now, to be fair, except for that one scene in Peacemaker, I did think it was interesting. So I will pick it back up. I just haven't after that.
So I've been told that one scene, and I know you told me. I heard The Boys had something similar and was a lot worse than what Peacemaker was.
I don't know about that. I mean, both were pretty bad. The Boys has a lot of stuff in it that just, oh gosh, did they push the limit. Yeah, The Boys was probably worse, but you expect that from The Boys. With Peacemaker, okay, I knew Peacemaker was
No
bad the
James
first
Gunn?
time. I mean, you knew Peacemaker was bad from the first season, but
Okay.
you thought that maybe they might tone it down a little bit.
What are you thinking about?
No,
Really?
not tone it down.
What are you-
This is supposed to tie into Superman 2. So,
Oh,
I mean,
Bob, you can think what you want.
you would
dude.
think
Oh
that
my
maybe
God.
they would. I mean, you could still have all the swearing, the violence, the blood, all of that. But when you see certain things swinging around, yeah, they pushed it a little too far. At least
After Creature Commandos, really? That like
Creature Commandos was tame compared to that scene because this was live action.
Yeah, I was about to say that was a cartoon. They had leeway on that one.
Did you see it, Bob? I mean, Derek?
Peacemaker? No.
Okay.
I want to. I mean, the Lanterns is, I think, maybe the one that's going to make it or break it for me now.
Okay.
Because if that doesn't do well, then I don't see hope. I just don't.
Okay.
Yeah, Josh. Yes.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you're at least going to watch that.
We've talked about it enough now where we're all going to be watching that. So we have to do that. We have to be there for that one.
Correct. All right. Anything else, gentlemen, concerning the Batman Part 2, which will debut in 2032, probably?
No, 2 years from now.
Let's see. All right.
Positive.
I'll try. All right. Let's go to the second part of this news update.
All right. So a trailer released today. And I'd actually heard about this, but wasn't quite sure really what it was all about. And so, a trailer for the Anaconda Reboot starring Jack Black and Paul Rudd.
That makes
released
today.
This
to be a joke, right?
No, this is not a joke. This is the Anaconda Reboot. So let's go ahead and let's check this out. You guys ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
And 5, 4, 3, 2. You don't say the last. It's okay. Anaconda. I don't want to wait, man.
Doug, what are you talking about?
Let's do it. Let's reboot Anaconda.
Yes.
Wait.
What?
This is gonna be the adventure of a lifetime. We've dreamed of making this movie ever since we were kids.
What does it cost to get this thing made?
$2.5 million.
We've approved a loan for up to $9,400.
Yes.
We're gonna shoot it indie style. Run and gun.
We need a riverboat, a script, a snake handler, and a real snake.
Claire, you and I will star in it.
I love you, Derek.
Kenny, you shoot it. Here we go. Doug, you direct.
Action! Put your face right up next to the snake.
No. Maybe it'll be okay.
Coding.
This is Anaconda. And we no longer have a snake for our snake movie. We have to go out in the jungle and find another one.
What is that?
Oh my.
My Anaconda.
We're in the middle of the jungle and we are being hunted.
My Anaconda.
Now we die.
My Anaconda.
It's okay, you're safe, I'm here. Holy
My Anaconda. My
Keep rolling.
Anaconda don't want none unless you got.
He's dead.
Oh, no. What are we gonna do?
What if we use Doug as bait to get back to the boat?
That's a really smart idea.
Doug would have wanted this.
I'm not sure he would have wanted this.
Oh my God, the snake.
He's alive. I think he checked his pulse. He did. Doug! He's right behind you. What the hell is on my back? It's a long story. Run!
I don't even know what to say to that. All I know is that would have been a movie back in the day I would have seen with Bob.
Okay.
That looked.
Wow.
Oh my God! Had you guys seen that trailer?
No, I didn't. This is the first time seeing it.
All right. Well, I can't wait to get these reactions. And Derico, let's hear it.
I don't know what to think about anything that was. I mean, a lot of it was funny. I'll give it that. It was.
Yeah.
I mean, the premise of it is actually maybe one of the funniest things about it. Just the notion that these guys want to remake Anaconda of like all movies
With a $9,000 loan.
like, of all movies you could remake, it's that one.
Oh my god.
So that is funny. I will like that. That already is a light note.
Oh.
It looks like they're kind of like being like Jurassic Park, only funny, which is creative. You know, that's one way of doing things.
It looks so bad.
It does look bad, but like you could tell they were going for beautifully bad. You know what beautifully bad is. So that's what they were clearly gunning for here. We'll talk about if we're actually going to see this or not. I have nothing other than that at this time.
Well, we're looking for a loan for $2 million. You're approved for $9,360.
God,
it's so stupid. All right, Bob, let's hear it. Is this a Thursday night viewing?
Okay, yeah, this looks pretty bad, but this might be one of those cases that it's so bad it's good.
Yeah, it's beautifully bad. That's what we're going for.
This ain't winning an Academy Award for writing or acting or directing.
God. No,
or any of that.
Wow.
Yeah, this looks bad. It also comes out on Christmas. Yeah, nothing says Christmas cheer.
That's
yeah.
That's funny too. Just the idea of that is great. Guess what came out today?
Yeah, but you know what? I might just check it out just to see how bad it is, to see if it's one of those that's just so bad that, yeah, it's awful, or if it's so bad that it's funny.
Mm-hmm.
Like this has potential to be entertaining, or this could absolutely just be awful. So, yeah. Well, we'll give it a shot. What do you think, Josh?
It looks horrible, and it's like, buddy, I love Jack Black, I love Paul Rudd, I love Steve Zahn. You know, Jack Black and Steve Zahn did Saving Silverman together. Did you ever see Saving Silverman?
Yeah, I saw Saving Silverman.
That I liked. This just is so. I just couldn't believe that ending with Jack Black. They thought he was dead, and the pig on his.
We'll just use him as bait.
I'm just, we're an honest podcast, right, Babo?
Yeah.
Right? We're honest.
Besides, you just to mention, you're a really good looking dude. I just want you to
Thank you. Yeah, exactly. I can't see
honest.
myself paying money to see this movie in the theaters.
Well, in all fairness, you see yourself paying money to see most movies in the theaters.
Yeah, but this one is like, are you kidding me? Hey, honey, I've got a great movie we can go see. They're remaking Anaconda. Great. Who's in it? Jack Black, Paul Rudd, Steve Zahn.
You know what, though? To be fair to them, if they actually tried to do it seriously, would anybody go see that movie?
Nah.
So this has eyes on it. I'll give them that.
This looks like a movie that was meant to be on streaming.
Yes, that's what I thought it was going to be. And then it says in theaters. So I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
I'll see it probably just to see it.
Of course you will.
Yeah.
You need a review.
I don't have any high hopes for this. We'll put it that way.
Watch your review get the most ever.
I'd
if
laugh.
you review this, wouldn't that be funny? I could so see that happening.
We'll see what happens with this.
Oh my God. It's almost like watching that trailer reminds me of your thing about, would an enema help?
Yeah, probably wouldn't. Not in this case.
No.
All righty. Well, that was a shocker.
All right.
Yeah.
That's Anaconda.
All right. Let's get on to our next topic.
Okay. Real quick, anything else?
No.
I love just the idea that somebody was like, "Oh, is Avatar coming out then? Let's hit him with this."
Derek.
Oh,
a
that
little
could be that they knew it was going to be so bad. Where should we put it? Well, put it next to Avatar. Nobody will notice that it's out.
Jericho, remember the whole Edge and Ric Flair thing when you said, it's like, wait a minute, we got a little bit of this and a little bit of
Before we do that, a little bit of this, and that's exactly what this is.
all right.
Very
Bad. All right, next one.
He's been struck by lightning. How many times is it now, Reg?
66 times.
I love that part of the great outdoors.
So on the show, we've been experimenting with doing some little fun segments here and there. And so today we're going to be doing one called So You Thought Your Day Was Bad. And we've got a little video here to show somebody who might be having a worse day than what you are. So here we go.
Excuse me. Let's see this.
All right. Here we go.
Oh! Oh! Jeez.
Yep.
God. Oh, no way. No. Yeah, that's not good.
No, that's a bad
Poor
bad.
kid. Oh.
Jesus. That is not good for him.
So yeah, just when you think you might be having a bad day, just remember this kid because I think he might have had it a little worse here.
Oh,
On this
wow.
one.
Good
The sad
Lord.
part is his parents
That is
probably
funny.
told him to do that, and he was just trying to honor them and got that instead.
Got his butt
You know
kicked by the garbage
what's
can.
funny is that his parents were probably inside laughing at him.
Probably.
They were videotaping him.
Mhm.
That they're probably the ones, that videotaped that.
Exactly what it was.
Lord.
That poor kid. Oh,
Oh, good Lord. So yeah, if you're having a bad day, just remember this kid.
just watch that
Just watch out.
over and over and over again.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else here?
No, that was funny. That
Did
was
anything
good.
like that ever happen to you guys when you were young?
No.
Not quite like that, but I mean, I've had some pretty stupid stuff happen.
Yeah. That's,
Yeah, like what?
Like, I remember once that I think I told you guys this story where I was jogging and there was this pretty lady up in front of me. And so I picked up the pace and started jogging a little bit faster, and Pastor, I'm like, you know? And I wasn't paying any attention, and I hit one of those little elevated spots on the sidewalk and tripped right in front of her.
Oh, that's gonna be
Of course, she
horrible.
comes up and she's like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm fine." It's
Oh, that sucks.
embarrassing. Scrape myself up. It's funny because years later, we're talking. This had to have been 12, 15 years ago, and I still got the scar on my knee.
oh, you messed yourself up good.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
and it wasn't like a bad injury, but it was like when I hit, it skid across the sidewalk, so it left like
Ugh.
one of those road rashes or
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But look at it this way. She talked to you.
yes, she did.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
there you go.
Yep.
It wasn't all for nothing.
Yeah, but I was too embarrassed to do anything about it at that time. So,
Oh, I didn't say you were going to get anywhere. I said she talked to you.
yep.
Say, Bubba, I can't feel my legs.
Mm.
All right.
All right. Let's go on to the next one. All right. So last night we got episode 7 of Alien Earth. Bob, do you want to go hit the spoiler thing?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
That always is good. So, yes, this is going to be full of spoilers. And next week, can't believe it, is going to be the finale. Anyway, I will get to my opinion in a little bit. But let's go ahead and start with you, Bob. What did you think of last night's episode?
there are a lot of interesting concepts in this show.
Okay.
And I really like Timothy Oliphant's character.
Yeah.
This idea of whether the xenomorph can be controlled or not,
Right.
I think is kind of interesting. Again, seeing Timothy Oliphant's character Kirsch work, he's very. I like him.
Yeah.
There was some stuff here that was almost like clown level comical, though. Like.
Okay.
So, like for example, where what's his name? Slightly, I think that's the name of the character. Slightly.
The Indian guy.
Yeah.
Huh?
The Indian guy.
Yeah, I think it's Slightly.
Yeah. Okay.
He's taking the guy. What was the name of the guy who got the face hugger on his face? I can't remember his name.
Scientist. I can't remember.
Yeah, the scientist. Anyway.
Yeah.
So he's gonna take him over tomorrow, and he gets the other synthetic to help him, and they're just carrying him through. The face, this thing's he's got this face hugger on his face, and it's almost comical. And they see Kirsch, and they're just like, and Kirsch is like, "Oh, you got to go this way."
Yeah.
He's hurry up. So yeah, he hurries him along, and it gets to the one scene where they put the body down, and then they hide, and they're kind of arguing, and then they turn back, and he's gone. And then where'd he go? Where'd he go? And then all of a sudden he's all, "Hey, how are you?" It's just, it's almost clown comical. And then they try to get him to go to the beach, and sure enough, the xenomorph pops out of his chest, and
I thought that was cool.
And Slightly's like, "Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go?" Okay, well, let's hurry up. Let's just take the body anyway. And so they're carrying this dead body with
I know, that was weird.
Hole in it. I'm like, really? I mean, and he's like, "Hurry up, we're late. We gotta hurry. Don't hurt my mommy. You're here. See, look, he's here." So yeah, that was kind of weird. Again, I don't like the brother. I just as a character. I just have trouble getting into his character. But there are so many cool concepts here that I'm still enjoying it. These last couple of episodes have just been packed with a lot of stupidity, but I'm still enjoying it. The other part, I did like the way that it ended, though, where the brother ends up killing that one synth. I can't remember her name. The one who thought she was pregnant.
Nib.
And yes, thank you. And you see at that point that the sister, or not, that Wendy is more aligned with them than she is with her own brother at that point.
Right.
And it brings an interesting concept there. And Nibs kind of explored that. Are they human or are they synths? Because she turned around when they saw their gravestones and she says, I don't think I'm that person anymore. I don't think that I'm that. And so, yeah, it's an interesting concept because they're beginning to become less and less human as the series is going along.
Yeah.
And so I think that's kind of cool. And boy, Wendy, she had no problem sicking that xenomorph.
None at all.
On everybody. Mm-hmm. So yeah. And I think we talked about that. Like, Josh, you thought she was the big bad. I don't think she's necessarily the big bad. I think the scientist and Boy Cavalier and the Yutani Corporation, all them, they're the bad guys.
Mm-hmm.
And she's got this alien that she's kind of using to kind of take them out. And I figured that might happen once we saw that she could control it. So yeah, it's so many interesting concepts. I think it's a very well made show. Just some things here and there that got me scratching my head, but as a whole, I did like the episode.
Okay, very cool. Derica, what'd you think?
Still having fun. Still having fun. When have you ever seen the Xenomorphs have a friend?
Yeah, it was interesting.
Wasn't that a crazy scene when she sicked that Xenomorph on him?
Yep.
Everybody's slaughtered, but then he just goes ever so gently right up to her. Doesn't make a bad move at all.
No.
Just as calm as can be. And that thing's still, at the end of the episode, that thing's still waiting to make a pounce. So that thing's just waiting for Wendy to just give him the sign.
Right.
For another slaughter. And it does end great, too. The whole showdown is really fantastic. Loved it. Love Kirsch. You're right, Bob. Timothy Olyphant's character is fantastic.
He's great. I love him.
He gets way more hits than misses in terms of the stuff that he does. And this is right on top of the wins. I love it when he tells both the kids they're grounded. That's hilarious. Kirsch is actually kind of the one that really does come with the jokes. This episode. Which is I liked. I thought that was fun. I did find it odd that the alien pops out of the stomach and runs into the bushes, and the kid just goes, like you said, Bob, oh, okay, well, might as well go.
No, he was like, where did he go? Where did he go? And then
but then he left.
Yeah, he's like, we gotta hurry, let's go. It's they're just taking this body with this hole in it.
Yeah, and then Morrow was just like, what am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah, what was the point of taking the body with him?
I think at that point he was trying to show him, look, please, I tried. I think that's what he was trying to do.
Oh, because
he's like, I did everything that you said to do. And he's like, if that would have been true, we wouldn't be talking right now.
Yeah, exactly.
You wouldn't have a corpse with you.
Yeah.
That was what he said. That was the line. What did he say?
Yeah, we wouldn't.
You know what grown-ups do? They admit their mistakes and they own up to them. Cold as can be. Love Morrow. What else did I like about this episode? Wendy, yeah, you're right, but she's not the bad. Boy Cavalier is the bad.
Probably.
Episode 8 better have a whole bunch of that eyeball showing up in it.
I still think that eye is going to end up in Cavalier.
Well, now this is the episode where you're like, this has to go this way now. And we still don't know. Cavalier said he had somebody that would be the perfect symbiote for that eye to latch onto, but it was never really outwardly said. But the next scene, you see the brother. So I'm wondering if that's who he's thinking.
Maybe. Like, the way I interpret it was they were just kind of, okay, well, find somebody. Yeah. Oh, we got somebody we could. Yeah. Just go ahead. Yeah. Just pick somebody. Yeah. The way they see it, it's like, oh, well, this is all in the name of science. They're expendable. This is fine. And that goes back to this idea of these corporations, what they can do and what they can't do, what's ethical and what's not,
right. And
in the name of science. And so that's why I say the show has a lot of interesting concepts. It's got some stuff, again, that has me scratching my head, especially in these last couple episodes. But as a whole, I'm still enjoying it because I do think there's a lot to feast on here.
It's fun philosophy. And that's what great sci-fi is. So I'm still having a ball. I can't wait now to see what happens because the eyeball has to have a really big appearance in the last one.
It better. It better. If we don't get anything from that eyeball, I'm going to be mad.
Yeah, you can't just stay in that sheep. And now, especially now the Cavalier wants to get it out of the sheep. Right. That was great when he asked what the next numbers were.
And it knew it. Yeah.
Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing, is that he saw that how calculated the eyeball was, and that it has a very high intelligence.
Mm-hmm. And then asked for the next number, and the thing took a dump. It's like, no, we're done playing this game. I love it. I'm having a ball. Cannot wait for the final episode. It sounds like we're going to get a season 2, I believe. Yes, it's been.
Yeah, it's in the they're talking about it. So let's see if it happens.
Oh, joy.
Fantastic. All right. Looking forward to that. I'm still having fun.
Me too.
Mm-hmm. All right, Josh. How much fun are you not having?
Actually, I thought last night's episode was one of my favorites.
Is that right?
I enjoyed it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. What do you call it? That sheep still scares the crap out of me. And now with the bouncing and then taking a dump right there, and now that Cavalier wants to like take that eye out and examine it and everything. I think you guys are right. I think he will be, the big bad. But Wendy just had some, she had some. I think they kind of took her to the next level last night, especially with her controlling the xenomorph. Yeah, that whole part with the it was funny with the Indian guy when they said you're acting. He's like, I'm acting like I'm 12 or something, or you were 12 years old or something, right? It's really the first time we heard that. And then yeah, I don't know what's going to happen. I think his mother's dead, right?
Yeah, probably.
It's a good potential that she is. Good possibility.
Okay. And then God, the way the xenomorph attacked all the soldiers and just laid them to waste, and Wendy was controlling it all. I'm curious what this finale is going to be. Again, with Wendy and all the others. I don't know. I just thought the episode last night flowed very nicely. And, there were just things I really, I liked. Yeah, I just thought it was weird. I love the part with the xenomorph coming out, very original Alien for me. But yeah, dragging the body just across a dead body with, the big hole in his chest. And it was crazy because the scientist was like, come on, take my hands. Let's go figure this out. And then boom, he collapses. And so, it was good suspense. I liked it. And I definitely think, it's going to be interesting with the corporations and what they do. Because like you said, they have not greenlit a second season.
No.
So are they going to try to like do something just in case there's not a second season? And,
well, if there's not a second season, I mean, well, first off, this could have already been made this could have been made to be a standalone. Because remember,
right.
The sequel to this is the original Alien.
Right, exactly.
So I still think they're going to end with everybody on that island getting wiped out, and then we're going to see Yutani signal the Nostromo. I still think that's how it's going to end.
That's the move.
Yeah, probably. But I agree with you guys. I think Timothy Oliphant's character is very well done and very well written in the show. Yeah, I thought it was a really good episode.
You now know why that alien was telling that the eyeball was telling the folks on the previous ship that all got wiped out.
Yeah.
Why that thing was loose, because that thing could have been killed in space. So that thing was trying to make sure that no one else died.
Got it.
That was it. It was out of own interest. It had nothing to do with that. It wasn't trying to be friends.
Yeah.
Having a ball.
Yeah. No, I like Cavalier. That guy is a menace.
He is meant to get his, though. By the end of this, that character is meant to get his.
What was it that where he says, what's his name? Kirsch says, well, one of the children, they got out because of one of the children. He's like, oh, okay, so we're going to ground him. Where is he?
Yeah.
He's over there. He's like, oh, well, that's $6 billion out the drain.
Yeah.
Exactly.
He had the jokes.
Exactly.
One of the most telling scenes, though, is when Kirsch and Morrow are standing face to face with one another with both their soldier groups.
Yes.
That's what this corporate warfare is about. That's what that was. That was the picture.
I mean, it's going to be all-out war, I think, next week. Hopefully.
This isn't over. They never are.
No.
Beautiful. Well played.
All right. Very cool. Very good. Anything else, gentlemen?
Nothing on my end. Looking forward to the finale.
Jericho?
Same.
All right. All right. Let's get on to our next topic. All right. I guess we're on to fantasy football.
No,
Yeah,
yes, we
Now
are
we're
on to fantasy football.
Week 2 recap.
So
Yes.
just to go ahead and recap here. So we've got our league, and for week 1, things didn't work out very well for Josh.
I prayed for this and it happened.
Now, week 2, it didn't work out too well for me and Josh either.
You bunch of losers!
There he is.
So, unfortunately, as I said last week, somebody has to be in last place, and this week it was me. So,
all those ice snowflakes.
Gosh, yeah, it was pretty bad. And I was telling Josh and Derek, this is the first week where I felt like I had a very solid lineup, and I am not second guessing any of my plays. I'm not mad about my plays; they just didn't hit. So I did go with Josh Allen. He only got 11.82 points, as most of the points came through the running game with James Cook. I went with Breece Hall on the Jets. He only got 5.8 points. Travis Etienne, he ended up getting 16.9 points. He was a fine play for me. T. Higgins, 14.6. Neither one of those two killed me. I did partner up 2 wide receivers to go with Josh Allen. I went with Shakir. He only got 2.2 points as he only had 1 catch. Coleman with 5.6. Trey McBride, he didn't kill me with 13.8, but with his salary, I was hoping for more. He did have 6 catches, so, I mean, the targets were there. Hollywood Brown, went with him. He got me 8 points. Closed up with the Rams defense at 8 points. Final score was 86.72. Final verdict.
I guess nobody's responsible. Guess I just had that one coming.
And yeah, I think I did have that one coming. So.
It happens to the best.
But we are going to get into our favorite one right now, and that is our second place finish.
No, I should be first.
Was that day of footage?
No, it was today.
So
that was today.
Josh at one point thought that he had won, but because of an error with the box score, Kamara's point total got adjusted, and I'll explain that when we get to Kamara. So we had Jared Goff. He was fantastic, 36.96 points. Derrick Henry really stunk it up for you, 2.3 points. But again, a lot of that had to do with most of the points came through the passing game. Again, Alvin Kamara, this is where it hurt Josh. He got 17 points, but he finished with 99 yards rushing. For those that don't know, on DraftKings, if you hit the 100 yards, you get a 3-point bonus. Initially, they had given him that 100 yards, but when they revised the box score, Josh lost 3 points. And that actually, as we will find out, ended up costing him. Courtland Sutton, boy, he really didn't help you out. 1 catch for 6 yards, 1.6 points. Amon-Ra St. Brown, fantastic play. Him and Goff are always good plays when they're at home. So 42.2 points. Rashad Bateman, 3.5. Mark Andrews, 1.4. Chris Olave, 11.4. The Browns defense, -1 point. That really didn't help you either, Josh. Your final score was 115.36. Final verdict?
I got you $1. Oh, you almost had it. You got to be quicker than that.
God, I hate you so much right now. I hate you so much. And by the way, my wife and I figured it out. I won. So I am the winner. She went through it.
Josh, if you add up the box scores with the stats on DraftKings, you lost.
You know, shut up, both of you. This is ridiculous.
You lost, Josh. Which brings us to our champ for the week.
Unreal. Oh, God. I hate you so much right now.
Literally by 1.24 points. So, Josh Allen, you also went with him, 11.82 points. Christian McCaffrey had a decent game, 22.7. James Cook, he was your stud for the week, 29.5 points. Puka Nacua, 27.6. Cedric Tillman, 10.2. He was fine. Douglas 1.8, Laporta 5.6, Davis from the Bills 2.4. And I saw what you were going with there. He was cheap play, hoping that he would get a few carries there. The 49ers defense 5 points. Your total was 116.62. Final verdict.
We did it. Thank you for putting those hands together and for praying harder than you've ever prayed in your entire life. Because of you, this happened.
Really? Really? You're going to keep this up every week?
Yes.
Every week?
I prayed for this and it happened.
Okay. Hey, we crush you both next week. We'll see what happens.
You got to love that smile from Drew McIntyre.
Yes.
I thought you'd get a kick out of that, Josh, to have Drew McIntyre for a second week.
Oh, I just love it, Bob. I just love it.
You realize we're going to make him hate Drew McIntyre.
Oh, yeah. He's going to hate. No, he's going to think he's the biggest heel of all time after we're done with this.
What, you drinking alcohol, Derek? I thought you stopped drinking alcohol, you little liar.
It's an empty glass,
There's
Josh.
nothing in the glass, Josh.
Who cares?
So our leaderboard after week 2, both Derek and I have 1 apiece. Josh, you were at 0. But as we learned last year, anything can happen because we spent a lot of the weeks kind of rotating between the three of us. Yeah. So we'll see how it finishes out. But interesting week of fantasy football. Looking forward to this weekend as well.
All right, let's go on to our final topic of the night.
We did it. Thank you for putting those hands together and for praying harder than you've ever prayed in your entire life. Because of you, this happened.
I said, let's go to our final topic of the night.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said to replay that clip.
I over and over again.
The look after he says we did it is really
comedy relief. Shut up, Derek. I'm talking.
No, I will not. I won't.
Wow.
All right.
But okay, but what Josh is leaving out, and I have to explain this to our viewers, is that when he thought he won, I'm on the phone with him, and he starts rubbing it in. Oh, right away. We at least waited last week until Wednesday before we started rubbing it in. But he starts right away. And he's like, the champ is back. If you need help with your fantasy lineup, the champ will set up some time aside so you can get your lineup made by me. If you need some help with your lineup, just come to me. Your lineup lost. So Derek, I do need some help with my lineup. I'd like the champ to help me out. So.
I'll call you tomorrow. We'll get this done. Don't worry. Josh, do you want me to call you after? I can.
Yeah, we can. So. All right, let's go.
I am so upset at Derek right now.
Why are you so upset at Derek? If anything, be upset at Kamara because it turned out he got 99 yards, not 100. So.
That's the one you should really be upset about. And DraftKings.
Or Cortland Sutton because you only needed 2 catches and you would have won. He only had 1 catch.
You hear that, Cortland Sutton? I'm done. I'm never picking you again.
Even if the Cleveland Browns got 0, you would have tied me.
Well, I ran out of money, Derek. You know what? I ran out of freaking money. That's why I had to pick Cleveland.
What, you want me to feel bad for you? We all run out of money.
Yes, I do.
No,
I
I'm not feeling bad for you at all. You deserve to be where you are.
Can we go on to the final topic? Is that so hard to ask?
No, we're going to sit here for a little while.
All right, here we go.
Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
There it is again, the jam.
All right. So
I don't know if you noticed or not. I threw Homer Simpson into that.
You did?
Yeah. Look at the end of the text.
Money makes the world go round. I'm the talk around town. Remy gave me the sound. I need that Skrilla on the Rilla.
That was good. And I did not notice that until you said that.
That was awesome.
So one of those Easter eggs.
Easter egg.
For those of you that don't know, WrestleMania 43, which will be in the year 2027, is going to Saudi Arabia. Good Lord. It was announced last week by Triple H. And many people are not too happy about this. I'm going to share my opinion later, but Derico, why don't we start with you? Do you think this is a great idea by WWE? Do you think this is a mistake? What do you think?
Hold on real quick before you give your thoughts, Derek. Let me just go over this article real quick.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
All right. So again, we know it's in 2027.
Right.
They said that this is the first time that WrestleMania is going to be taking place outside of North America. This is what I found interesting is that it says that WWE had been hosting events in Saudi Arabia since 2018, and it was part of a $1 billion deal that would see the company run multiple shows in the country for over the next 10 years. Royal Rumble is obviously the precursor to that, which they're having this year. It makes me wonder if they saw a really good response to people buying tickets and whatnot. So obviously they thought that they could make a profit off of it. We do know that WrestleMania is going to be once again in Las Vegas next year, but this will be the first time it's out of North America, and it's actually going to be part of Riyadh season in 2027. So yeah, WrestleMania in Saudi Arabia at that time. So,
and I heard today they paid $250 million.
Okay.
To get them to come to Saudi Arabia. All right, so Derico, what do you think?
To begin with the precursor, this was kind of an inevitability, wasn't it? This was going to happen at some point, whether it was 2027 or later.
Okay.
Saudi Arabia, I thought, was going to get one. If the Royal Rumble being there beginning of next year didn't really set that message to everybody, it should have. So whether I'm just starting this rant I'm about to go on just with the fact that this was inevitable. This was going to happen.
All right.
Whether anybody liked it or not, which we'll talk about now.
Okay.
To answer your question, short answer first, no, it's not a good idea. We'll talk about the one reason why it is a good idea, and there's 250 million reasons for them.
Right.
Financially, they don't care what anybody thinks of this. They don't care what the PR is. They don't care what they're going to have to do creatively. There is no need for any of that when there is this much money. This, by the way, that 250 million was just for the bid. They didn't even know how much they're going to get off that week alone.
The tourism.
I don't know how much tourism there's going to be, but they will get a lot of money.
It's going to be weird.
The money that has been received from this whole Saudi partnership has been pretty astronomical. I read one time that I think it was a summer event. Whatever the summer event was, I can't remember which one, but profit-wise, they took in like 3 times like a WrestleMania. Like it was a lot of money. So financially, which is what they cared about here, they did just fine. They're not really worried about anything else, from what it seems like. Which leads us to the elaboration as to why this is a bad idea, because they should be worried in some regards. First dimension is the public relations aspect of this. This is going to be egg on their face probably all the way through, even into leading up until the weekend. They're going to have to really try to sell this. And they're going to keep making their stars do it. Unfortunately, they're not really doing a good job of that already, because I watched The Undertaker try to sell this, and it was sad. Yeah, they got real nice people over there. Okay, I'll wait, Undertaker. You find the right words to try to sell this. I'll wait.
By the way, Jericho, can I say something? Interrupt real quick?
No, you cannot.
Thanks.
So, what, Josh? What do you want to say?
Did you see the look on the faces of all the wrestlers, of Liv Morgan, Taker?
Yes, I was getting to that. If you had let me finish.
Looked like death. They were mourning a funeral. Jesus.
Liv Morgan looked like she was a deer in headlights. She didn't really know what to say. The only person who actually managed to sell this pretty well was Bianca Belair. So props to her. Even though, Saudi's not known exactly for its great treatment of women.
Right.
They got something out of her. But this is going to be something where every time they bring it up, it's going to be egg on their face. I don't know what that's going to do in terms of any type of damage financially. Probably nothing, because for as much as people say, I'm not going to watch this, I'm never going to watch this until the weekend, and then they watch it. Maybe some won't. Maybe some really will haven't, had enough, but you'll still watch. But there's going to be a lot of negative commentary online all around. So I don't think it'll be, at all times. I think it's just going to be when they bring it up, like at Rumble when they bring it up. This will all come back to the surface again. Vegas next year at Mania that will, bring a slew up again. And then the closer you get to 2027, it'll just keep continuing. So it's not going to be a good look for them. All right, the second dimension where this is going to have a problem is creatively. Now, when Vince first started this, by the way, and just to elaborate on that, this is a Vince deal. This started with Vince. It didn't start with TKO. TKO has just greatly benefited from it. When this started with Vince, there were a couple of cards under his rule that made these events look like absolute utter garbage.
Right.
They're putting like two old of guys into the ring and trying to make it work because that was apparently what Saudi wanted.
Right.
Well, you're going to have a hard time doing that at Mania. How are you going to pull that off? I wish to see the Hulk Hogan versus Ultimate Warrior. No, I'm sorry. That's going to be a problem. Right? Stone Cold had his bash in his hometown. Yeah, it's Dallas in 38, but
right.
I mean, that was a one-off. There was a lot of stuff that they did in order to improvise and work their way around that. It was a talk show at first, and then it kind of led into a brawl out into the crowd. They did one big move, and then that was it.
Right.
How much of that can you do? You can get creative in a lot of ways. Like you can do tag matches and stuff like that. But there's not that many guys who are going to look great no matter how many how many zeros there are after the dollar sign. And two, just can't do it. Period. I mean, again, you can be creative. Maybe somebody, is in the corner or somebody's a ref or something like that. There are ways.
Right.
But you're telling me you're going to have 2 nights worth of that?
No, it's only one night.
Oh, it's only one night.
It's one night.
Okay.
It's only going to be one night?
I thought that's what I read, is that it's just one night.
Let me look it up. Keep going.
If I'm right.
Keep going, Derek. Let me check.
Okay, yeah, that'll change. So now, creatively, I mean, how are they supposed to make that work? The women are probably going to get the shaft because we know how that all usually works out. And to Bob's point, yes, we'll want to see the way they look because they put on their best. But that's a lot of talent that's going to get the shaft in this.
Yep.
It looks like it will be 2 nights.
It is 2 nights. Okay.
All right. So if it wasn't going to be 2 nights, it will have been by the time we had gotten there. So that's another realm of talent. And then what if Saudi just starts being able to control they're going to have a say in the booking that gets done with this. So in a way, they're going to be able to write the show. Hit Rumble 2027. They shouldn't get the right to do that. It's not their show. They shouldn't get to call the shots creatively. So that's a creative aspect. And the third dimension of this, where it's not going to, be favored all too well, there's safety concerns. Point blank, period. Once they go there, they're on their turf. That's it. They don't have the protection they normally have. I'm sure they have a rampant amount of their own security. Doesn't matter in ancient land. There was a story once where they got on a plane and they got trapped there. They couldn't get out.
Yeah.
You're Americans on Saudi Arabian turf. It's just there's safety concerns. There's security concerns. There just are.
And it's not just like for one of the other PLEs where they go for one day. They show up maybe the day before. I mean, they'll be there all week.
Yeah,
Good
they
Lord.
will be.
That's
so. And the other parts of this too is, whenever we watch these Saudi events, like under the Vince rule, whenever the partnership actually got started. Nobody exactly was looking at this in a positive light. It was kind of like, Why? Why are you doing that? And granted, the events have been better under Triple H because creatively they're doing better stuff. But it's not like these have ever been a rousing round of applause whenever they do happen. So, money or not, there's a lot of negativity that surrounds this. So, good luck, man. I don't know how they're going to make this work. They got time. I guess that's the plus. But, yeah, I would say not a good idea.
Okay. Baba, what about you?
I don't think it's a good idea. And Derek actually already elaborated on a lot of the things that I was going to touch on. So I'll pretty much only add one other thing that I thought of. And when it's a smaller PLE, it's not a big deal with the time difference because these things air live.
Right.
And we're talking a weekend. So these things tend to air, like at 11 Eastern or something like that,
Right.
so it's a much different time schedule. That would be, 9 o'clock or no, 8 o'clock Pacific time, something like that.
Yeah.
That's kind of when they tend to air.
Yeah.
I don't know how US fans, which are going to think about that. Now, to be fair, one of the things they're trying to show with this is that the WWE is a global brand. And I think we've been seeing that with a lot of the shows that they've been doing overseas. The crowds are crazy.
Amazing.
On some of these events. But I'm curious what that'll do with the US viewing audience if they'll go back and watch it later once they find out all the results, because the results are going to come out before they get a chance to, a lot of them, to actually go see it. Now, in all fairness, again, this is a global thing, and the other countries have had the same issue.
Yeah.
As far as, their results come to them, before they get a chance to watch it, because it's usually late at night for them or early morning in some cases. So, yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see what that'll do. I don't think it's a great idea, but maybe the Royal Rumble might change my mind. Well, we'll have a pretty good idea of what WrestleMania will look like when we see the Royal Rumble, because it's one thing doing one of these smaller PLEs.
Right.
It's another when you're doing one of the big four. The SummerSlam, Survivor Series, the Royal Rumble, and
the Pillars.
WrestleMania. This is much different. So I think you're right, Derek. The fact that Saudi was the first to get one of the big four outside of North America with the Royal Rumble, that pretty much said that WrestleMania was going to get there at some point. I didn't realize it was going to be this soon, but yeah, it was pretty clear it was going to happen. But yeah, we'll see we'll see what the final product looks like. I don't think it's a great idea, but again, maybe the Royal Rumble changes my mind. So just what I thought.
Okay. I think it's a lousy idea from what both of you have said. I want to add a couple of things. Number one, how do you think all these other countries feel, like England, who have been begging for a Mania for years? And they get just basically voted over, to Saudi Arabia. I think that's a big issue. And are these other countries going to be upset now and not want, WWE in their country?
I don't think that's going to be.
Or they pony up more.
Or maybe they pony up more.
I mean, look, if the English will turn up to go see AEW, they're going to definitely turn up to go see WrestleMania if they get a WrestleMania.
They'll pack that thing out.
Somebody said, actually, I told Bob this, and he actually thought it was a good idea, Derek, is that people are saying AEW should run a stadium show in the U.S. that day.
They don't have enough attendance to get a stadium.
I didn't say I think it was a great idea. I said from
you said it was a good idea.
No, I said if you're AEW, it might be a good idea to do it, but I don't think that it's necessarily going to be successful.
Oh, I think
I think if you're wanting, it depends on what your intention is. If your intention is to try to stick it to the the WWE and say, well, we're going to take care of the North American fan base, then maybe you're doing something. But again, if you're trying to establish yourself as a global brand, I don't think that necessarily does anything. I think people would still much rather watch Mania than they would AEW.
I don't know. I think so. This is the other thing. I think you guys are talking about Mania. Mania is a week-long extravaganza, right?
Mm-hmm.
We haven't even mentioned the Hall of Fame. So you to bring all these old-time wrestlers for the Hall of Fame, and then you can't have female, right?
You can have female. They just
they'll
have to.
They'll tape that. They'll tape that before that happens.
Okay.
They'll tape
but
it.
like, how many female matches are we going to get? Like you said yourself, Derek, there's going to be a lot of people left out.
I don't know.
But even at the PLEs that they do now, they still have the female matches. They're just in these body suits instead of.
They don't have that many Remember how many matches we have last year? Like 4 or 5 female matches. You're not going to get that in Saudi, and then you're leaving half.
But you might. You still might, because it's a 2-night event. The reason why you don't get a ton of them, reason why you don't get a ton of them now is because of the fact that these events usually only have like 5 matches.
And and the other thing is, I think, like you said, security is an issue. How are you going to, Derek, you mentioned it. Like, that's like, there were wrestlers caught on a plane there and didn't leave. I mean, it's scary.
Yeah, it can be, for sure.
I mean, these are people. And what if some wrestlers decide to pull out?
Yeah, that's a possibility.
Like, what if some people say, I'm sorry, we're not going?
Don't you have a couple of wrestlers that aren't allowed?
Well, originally I thought, didn't Sami Zayn wasn't he?
He's allowed. He's like the hometown hero.
He did. No, he did.
Not hometown, but
he didn't do it like for the first rounds, and I don't think he's going to plan to miss that one at all.
Right. But I just think, I don't know. I think it's a big issue. I'm really shocked. Like, I get maybe eventually they would have done it, but to do it this quickly is shocking to me.
Hey, they had a lot of money, man. They ponied
No,
it
I
up.
get it. I get it's a money thing. It's strictly money.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly, you know what they should have done from the PR perspective? Just be honest about that. Say, okay, listen, they offered $250 million. Okay, if you were in our position, what would you have done? You would have not taken it.
Yeah.
Please, okay.
And now they're interviewing all the old time wrestlers, like Shawn Michaels. They said, "Okay, you're going to compete at Mania." It's like, I'm not competing. I'm like, well, what happens if they want you competing? If the Prince,
but that's the thing. That's what I was saying. Saudi has zero right to dictate that. Zero right.
I mean, I don't know.
WWE can ask, and they can see what can be done. But after that, that needs to be realistic.
I mean, what was funny to me is, and you mentioned this, Derek, I have never seen in all the years of watching wrestling during that press conference, all those wrestlers in the background looked like they were deer caught in headlights.
Yeah.
Like, they really did not, except for.
Well, they didn't know. I mean, like, how are you supposed to promote that? What do you want me to say?
Seriously, like Taker and, Michaels, and that it's like, what are you going to do? What do they want?
Well, and I also
the main event.
I also think they threw Triple H under the bus a little bit. Nick Khan should have made that announcement. Because that came from his. Well, it doesn't matter. That's not Hunter's not responsible for those levels of decisions. He shouldn't be the face of announcing that, because now that's going to be related to him, and that's not fair.
Yeah.
They'll probably offer money to him to try to come out, and then he'll say, "Damn it, I don't want to die."
Yeah, exactly. What if they? I don't know. Or Stone Cold versus The Rock in the main event.
That's not going to happen.
I don't know.
If anything, the main event is going to be The Rock versus Roman.
We'll see.
If we've been talking about that for years, that's most likely now where that will happen.
Yeah. Yeah. And if not that, if it's not that, it'll be The Rock and Cody.
Yeah, there's that too.
It'll be one of those two, most likely.
I just think they had so many options. And like you guys have said, they've done it on a PLE, just a smaller PLE. And think about on those PLEs, Derek. You and I have talked about this. Nothing big has happened, right? On those in Saudi during those PL, it's almost like
It's
a
usually
glorified
just a continuation of story. Yeah, it's more kind of like a big Raw or SmackDown where like
Right.
stuff happened, where it just continued stuff.
So I don't know. I don't know where. I get why they did it, 100%. I just still don't think it was a good idea.
There's 250 million reasons why they did it.
Yep.
Yeah, but again, it depends how the roster feels. Like, what happens if some of the rosters like, no, we're not doing this. We don't want to go.
Well,
We don't feel safe.
Then they'll have to.
What
Then
happens?
they're going to have to address that.
And you both know that's not a fake thing. That's not a kind of
No.
you never know. Saudi.
I
Saudi's
didn't
a
say
real,
it was. That's a very real possibility where somebody says, "I do not feel safe."
you know. I don't know what happens if Roman pulls out. Says, you know what? I don't want to leave my family like that. I don't think he would, but
Roman's not
there are
going to do
probably,
that.
yeah,
No.
but there are probably guys who will.
I don't know. We'll see.
I didn't. You know what? The one guy I didn't expect to show up in Saudi was CM Punk, and he went.
Yeah,
Now that was for John. That was for a John Cena match, so it's a little bit different. But
right. I don't know how he would feel now about going back. I don't know what his experience was with that whole thing.
I don't
Do you
know.
know?
I'm sure. Look, at the end of the day, it's not like, comparatively speaking, compared to other areas in that area of the world, Saudi isn't that bad compared
it's
to
not.
other areas. So
That's
that's
true.
so.
You could do worse.
Yeah, so safety, I don't think will be that much of an issue. I mean, they've run quite a few PLEs out of there by this point that I think you just double it for WrestleMania as far as all the efforts that you put into the PLE as far as security and stuff like that goes. You just double it for WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Still, you have to keep that in the back of your mind, though.
Well, I mean, obviously, but at the end of the day, it's going to happen.
Yeah, one way or the other. I mean, a lot of the talent has clearly not had a problem going there.
Yeah.
That women's Royal Rumble is going to be a mess, though, with all of them wearing bodysuits in there.
I forgot about that. Yeah,
Yeah, that's going to be a real bad look.
Of course they're going to have it. Look, at the end of the day, they still have women matches over there. So, I mean, yeah, that's going to...
They can't not have a women's Rumble now. That's standard material.
Yeah.
I mean, what are
Could
they
you
going to do? Like,
imagine
take it
if they-
off and be like, huh?
Could you imagine if they did the women's match separate, like on SmackDown or something, what the
They won't.
uproar would be?
No, we won't. They're not.
They won't do that.
No, they signed up for a Rumble. They need to be prepared to have a Rumble. There will be 30 women coming out in that ring, hell or high water.
So who's the fan? It's the Prince of Saudi who's the big fan and likes all these.
I don't know. I mean,
there was someone they picked. Remember, Bob? There was somebody they said that loved all the old time wrestlers, and
I don't know who it was, but the crowd seems to love the old time wrestlers too. So it just may be that's what's popular over there.
Look, I like the old time wrestlers too, but I'm not expecting them to wheelchair Austin down and get in the ring and have a workable program. It's not. And I'm not saying Austin is like that, of course, but just because you feel nostalgia for that doesn't mean it's workable now. That's what they have to understand.
Imagine that.
I don't know. We may have to.
Oh my God.
I mean, who would Stone Cold be able to even face now? Is the other question. Like we're at that time.
I don't even. I almost said AJ, but AJ might be retired.
He may be. Yeah. Just do. They should do KO again.
No, I seriously think they would want Stone Cold versus The Rock.
Well, that's what they want, but I don't think they'll get that. I think if anything, they'll get Rock and Roman or Roman and Cody, and there's already been talk that those are the two main events that they want.
Austin could get in a tag match.
I don't think they're getting Austin either. So
I don't know.
I do wonder how much money they're going to fork over for John Cena to return.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to do that.
I forgot all about it. That's right.
You forgot about him, didn't you?
Oh,
yep.
Yeah. How do you do that?
I don't. With cold hard cash, tell John Cena we have this much money for him.
What's John Cena going to say in his last match? Now, I'm done in
No.
North America.
No, here's what you do. Is right after John Cena's last match, and he's victorious and he's standing there in the ring, all of a sudden the Rock's music hits. The Rock comes out and challenges him. It won't be at Mania, challenges him to a match at Royal Rumble.
Oh.
Well, then if that's the case, then John should just stick around till Mania and have his last match there.
That'd be funny if he's like pointing at the sign like they do, but instead they're like, no, not that one. And then they have the one for Saudi somewhere else. That one.
I mean, it would be a lot of fun if Dwayne got in the ring and was just like, "You leave when I say you leave. You're not done."
That'd be funny if that's what it was all year long. They were like, "John, I'm leaving," and then it turns out this was all just
a ruse.
A ruse. It didn't even matter.
Yeah.
That's a heel move.
No, did I say you were retiring this year? No, you'll be retiring in 2 years.
Yeah, you can wait until that.
Good Lord.
We'll pull out Kurt Angle. We'll see what he's doing. That should be fun.
He can't even walk. He's not going to wrestle.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah. So. There's time. They got time.
Yep.
All right. Well, very good, gentlemen. Well, why don't we end this strong with our Mr. Jericho's final thoughts? This is the greatest. The music. It makes you happy too. Seeing Derek with
my faces.
I'm almost convinced that's how we got all our views on that one trailer. Was because of
that's not how we got our views, Josh. Because they don't see Derek. The video before they click it. They had to click it.
All right, Derek. Okay, Bob, you've talked enough. Derek, go ahead.
I want to talk to you guys about age, getting older.
Oh, God.
And talk to you viewers out there about age and getting older. It's not fun. We've talked about that here on the show, but there are certain milestones you reach that also make you realize how not fun any of this is. Now, look, I'm getting excited about the health journey I am on and the fact that I have seen success. I became officially 20 pounds lighter today. So I did that. I am actually eating better with the exception of Saturday nights. If you'd like to get into that, we can. 1 day a week. We actually have soda too. This was mineral water with some Mio flavoring in it, if you must know. But these milestones that we reach can let you know just exactly how old you are. One of those is one I reached this week. When I received a kit for my colorectal cancer. I wish it was cancel. Colorectal cancer screening. I got a kit sent home to me. This is what you had to look forward to when you turn 45. Both of you. I'm not going to tell you what the experience was like because I'm still scarred by it. But the older we get, folks, this is the stuff you get to run into. And none of it's fun. But it's necessary. So when you gents take out that stick and get intimate with waste you'd rather not.
Wait, was this Cologuard?
No, it was just some kit they sent home. They said, do this. Kaiser did.
Huh.
It wasn't Cologuard.
Just relax, Josh. Let him finish.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
So when you guys have to go through this, like something like this, or any of you do, just remember, as long as you're keeping yourselves healthy, and you've got your kids there, your wife there, or whoever your spouse may be, you got a good job. Focus on that. But hopefully they won't be around whenever you have to do this, because this is really activity that should be done alone.
What the hell?
Mm-hmm. That's my final thought for this week. So you boys be careful when you have to go through this. We're gonna have to do it every year from here on out. So that's something to look forward to. What?
Crap, mega crap.
That's exactly what it is. You betcha.
Right. Wow. On that note, all right. I don't even know what to say. Let's go ahead and talk about social media. Bob, where can we find you?
You can find me on my YouTube channel at Bob Loves Movies. Name of the channel is Was It Good? You can also find me on X and Criticless. And as always, our social media will be in the description below.
All right. Derek, besides being on the can, where can we find you?
Well, don't act like you're not.
know.
No, we all are. So you can find me with the rest of the people doing these kind of screenings, all the old people over on Facebook and LinkedIn.
Nice. And you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and LinkedIn. I'm the family man of the Valley. All right. Gentlemen, what a wonderful night. I hope you have a good rest of your week. And thank you, everyone, for joining us. And we will talk to you soon. Have a great night.
Have a good night.